Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to my midweek blog here from Northgate. A great day yesterday. We now have confirmation from the government that we can return to some form of public worship. Now, as you can imagine, it's a bit complicated. We're waiting for guidance from the Church of England and from the government at this stage. But provisionally, we're probably looking at Sunday the 5th of July as a return. And we've got to make some very important decisions before that happens. It looks like we can do services at 2 metre distancing without face coverings or 1 metre with face coverings. Now that obviously changes the whole dynamic. And again, we have to wait for confirmation of that. But so provisional plans and thoughts and reflections are that for Selham and Lodsworth, the numbers that go there, I think we'll probably be okay. Although with Selham, it might be that a face mask would be advisable just because of the tightness of the place. Lodsworth, I think we're fine. I think we can get the normal numbers we get in social distance at 2 metre and feel comfortable with that. What I might propose at Easebourne is that we have 2 services a week, one midweek, as we would normally do, and one on the Sunday. I think maybe what we could say is that the midweek is 2 metre distancing without face coverings, and then on the Sunday, just to create much more of an intimate feeling in that church, is that we're 1 metre with face coverings. So we all come to church and we have our faces covered just to reduce infection. Now I know that people will say, well, I don't want to and whatever. With all the decisions that we make, it's not about us, it's about those around us. So we might be happy to be infected and to be ill, but actually we might be carrying and infect someone else. So we need to be very clear on what we do. So watch this space. Next week, once we're clearer what the government require, what the Church of England require, then I will email out and Alison will post out to everybody details. What would really help us is what you want to do. Now, if you're still being asked by the government to stay indoors, then please don't come to church. There's a reason for that. And as the government said this week, you will be brought out of lockdown at the end of July. So if you've been asked by the government to stay in because of particular health issues, then please do not come to church. What we will continue to do is we will film one of the Sunday services that's been provided, and we will put that up on Facebook and the website on a Sunday morning, so that will still be available to you. So you won't, if you are at home and can't come, we will still provide for you. If you want to come to church, then think about it. Midweek is quite a nice, gentle space. You'll be spaced out. The 2 services will be identical. So whether you come to midweek service at Easebourne, Sunday service at Lodsworth or Selham, or the Sunday service at Easebourne, it will all be the same liturgy. So people at Selham, prepare yourselves. It won't be prayer book. It will be a very simple form of Holy Communion. No hymns at this stage, and that's government advice. So it will be coming to church. The wardens will lead you in. They'll seat you. You won't be able to sit where you normally sit. You'll be told where to sit. The more that come as couples, the easier and the more we can get in. So if you're not dating yet, get out there and find someone and come to church with them. We will bring you in, we will seat you. There will be a service that will include prayers, confession, reading, Eucharist, receiving of Holy Communion. We might get Mary to come in and play the organ, or the music group to play as you come in, as you go out, and maybe during the receiving of communion. So in the beginning, it will be quite restrictive, but we'll be back together in our same building. We'll be receiving the Holy Sacraments, and as time goes on, things will change and things will build. I think it's a positive move to be back together. I noticed many of you have been using the church. You come in lighting candles. That's good. So it's gentle steps, but it's all about protecting the most vulnerable and those who will become ill and unwell. So I'm going to write to you next week. What I want you to start doing is thinking about, what do you want to come? How do you want to return to public worship? For the people of Lodsworth and Selham, it's fairly simple. There'll be the usual pattern of Sunday services. And we might even, if we do start on the 5th of July, I think it would normally be evensong, but I think on that night we would have a gentle half-hour communion together. think about coming, let us know that you want to come so we can have some rough idea on numbers. That might be by email or responding to Alison and Roger's or Derek and Lynn's emails next week, and let's see how it goes. But I watch this space, keep your eye on the news, keep your eye on the Church of England website, which is on the front of our website. Just click on the Church of England symbol and you go straight through to the Church of England website. And if you click on the Diocese of Chichester emblem, you go straight through to their website. If you've not visited our website yet, www.thepriorychurches.co.uk. And if you want to join the Facebook page, then just put a request in and Jill and myself will let you in. There's a lot happening. We have to stay safe. We have to protect all the hard work that you've done already. Myself and the wardens take very seriously our role and responsibility in making sure that happens. And we need you to work with us. So if you're not comfortable coming to church and wearing a face mask, I fully understand and appreciate that. We will make Wednesday mornings available to you. And you can come to church and you can sit 2 meters apart from everyone else. If you're happy to wear a face mask, Sunday mornings, meter distancing will work. Now, again, in Lodsworth, that may not need to happen, dependent on numbers. But what I would advise everybody is, if you're going to come to church, then just put some form of face covering in your pocket or in your bag, so that if we have more than we expected, then we can get everybody in. That's going to be really important to me. I hope all that makes sense. My brain is frazzled by all this. There's so much happening and so much change, but I'm really excited at the prospect of being back in church and being with you all in some form. But crucially important to remember that if you can't come to church, we will still come to you. That is vital that you know that. So if you're isolating, as the government have asked you to do, we will still publish some form of worship for you on a Sunday so that you can feel included in the life of our communities. I hope that all makes sense. Please give me a ring if you're concerned, if you're anxious, if you're uncertain or anything. Give me a ring, drop me an email, and I will answer your question. A big thank you to my wardens who've been working so hard to keep everything going. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. We've got a wonderful service, outdoor service film for this coming Sunday. Listen out for the blackbird during Morning Has Broken. It's a really magical moment. Let's finish with the words that Jesus taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. God bless everybody. And now, the big finger that comes in to turn off